While fall is here, winter isn't too far behind. I'm KIMT News 3's Jessica Bringy, live with how Olmsted County is preparing to serve Rochester's homeless population.
Mayo Clinic's Battle of the Badges is over, but the winners brought in a record number of donations. I'm KIMT News 3's Annalise Johnson, live with why blood is still needed.
Plus, fledgling artists in Albert Lea are being treated to studio time. How you can immerse yourself in the artist's way, surrounded by like-minded creatives.
And we are seeing a lot of cloud cover moving through right now, but I'm also tracking our next chance of rain as we head into tomorrow night. A full check of the forecast is coming up.
KIMT News 3, coverage you can count on. This is KIMT News 3 at 5.
And thanks so much for joining us for KIMT News 3 at 5. I'm George Mallet. First tonight, as we enjoy the beautiful fall weather, Olmsted County is already preparing for the inevitable cold winter ahead. KIMT News 3's Jessica Bringy spoke with the county's Health, Housing, and Human Services Division about how the department is working collaboratively to serve Rochester's homeless population. Jessica.
George, from dedicating a dozen staff members to places like the Salvation Army and the Landing, Olmsted County is doing what it can to provide resources for Rochester's homeless population. The county also says the Empowering Connections and Housing Outreach Center, known as ECHO, recently opened and will be a satellite office to serve people struggling with other housing needs. Olmsted County HRA Executive Director David Dunn tells me there are more resources available to those experiencing homelessness now than there ever have been before, including affordable housing.
We're really working hard to provide people with a place to be at night with shelter, providing services during the day. You know, we've just opened up we're calling our ECHO Center, which is an opportunity to connect with a social worker directly and doing some housing engagement work in the community. So we've really made some inroads in the last couple of years.
Dunn also says that the community warming shelter is a relatively new investment. It's been open about 2 years and aims to serve Rochester's homeless population. Live in Rochester, Jessica Bringy, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Jessica. And one footnote, if you're interested in exploring the resources Olmsted County has to offer, we do have a link posted at KIMT.com. Well, it's time now for a weather update. It has been a beautiful day for most of the day, but now we've got some clouds rolling in. I suspect we probably do need some rain, huh, Aaron?
Yeah, we definitely could use a little bit of rain here across the area, and we'll get our chance as we go into tomorrow night and into the day on Thursday. Really what we're looking at for the rest of today is just some general cloud cover, maybe a few peaks of sunshine, seeing a little bit of blue sky there in Albert Lea, but the clouds are rolling in, and that's going to be the general theme as we go through the evening forecast. We got 70 right now in Albert Lea, down to 67 in Rochester. We were at 68 degrees last hour or so, with the clouds cooling down just at least a degree. Going through our evening forecast, we will start to see clear skies later this evening. Temperatures, not bad though, into the lower to middle 60s, light winds as well, so it should be a pretty pleasant evening. As you're heading out the door tomorrow morning, we'll see a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures starting off in the upper 50s, but we're tracking our next chance of rain coming in for tomorrow night into the day on Thursday. I'll talk more about that and having a look at our next rain chance coming in for the weekend. All that here in about 10 minutes, George.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Well, Mayo Clinic's Battle of the Badges contest has come to a close. KIMT News 3's Annalise Johnson is speaking to the winner, and although the competition is over, there remains a great need for blood donations. Annalise joins us live. Annalise.
George, I'm here at Mayo Clinic Ambulance Services headquarters, and the workers here are the winners of this year's Battle of the Badges. Today, they got their trophy.
It's been a fun competition, a lot of friendly banter back and forth, so it's really fun to be able to claim that we're the first group to be able to win the championship twice.
Operations Supervisor Kate Arms accepted the Battle of the Badges trophy on behalf of back-to-back champions Mayo Clinic Ambulance Service. Battle of the Badges is an annual competition between ambulance, law enforcement, and the fire department to bring in the most donations to the Mayo Clinic blood donor program. Thankfully, ARMS tells me there's no bad blood between the first responders groups after ambulance service's victory.
There is a lot of joking and bantering back and forth, but really all just done in a lot of good-natured jesting.
Ambulance service brought in more than 800 donations, a record high for Battle of the Badges. Although the competition is over, Mayo Clinic's need for donations is ongoing. More than a year and a half into the pandemic, there's still a national blood shortage.
It's been a tough time for blood donation centers all over the country, and we are seeing the effects of that as well here at Mayo Clinic. And so just getting new donors to come and help us out. If you've never donated before, we'd love to see you in our center.
Your donations can help first responders save lives.
And a really neat experience for us to be able to see that the donations we're bringing in are sometimes the blood product that we're administering on the ambulance, we're administering in the helicopter. They're the blood that our patients are going to receive at the hospital. And so it's really just satisfying knowing that, especially in the middle of the national shortage of blood, that we're helping make a difference.
The blood donor program is especially looking for more young donors. The need is really high in the 18 to 35 years old age group. Live in Rochester, Annalise Johnson, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Annalise. Now, giving blood at the Mayo Blood Donor Center is super easy. They have free designated parking. They treat you like royalty throughout the process. And after you spill a pint, they have chocolate chip cookies bigger than your head to munch on. Fledgling artists in Albert Lea are being invited to explore their creative side. The Albert Lea Arts Center holding open studio time for budding artists. You can stop by each Tuesday from 1 in the afternoon until 5. Creators can bring in their projects really of any kind to work on and share feedback and ideas with other artistic visionaries, if you will. The best part, there is no charge to use the studio space. The Minnesota Department of Health reporting 7,133 new COVID-19 cases and 12 more deaths. The state's total positive case number stands at 725,451, and the death toll is at 8,203 since this pandemic began. The state's positivity rate increased to 7.2%. Roughly 58.2% of the state's population is now fully vaccinated, and more than 90,000 booster shots have been administered as well. The Iowa Department of Public Health is reporting 9,841 new COVID-19 cases and 200 more cases than what was reported on Friday. That brings the state's total positive case number to 495,810 since the pandemic started. The state's positivity rate increased slightly to 9.6%. Those under the age of 18 make up 24% of positive tests in the state, but they only account for 3% of the hospitalizations. Still to come, the Plummer House water tower needs a makeover, and it got a much-needed grant to restore this historic landmark. Plus, Facebook's whistleblower testifies before Congress on the heels of her damning CBS 60 Minutes interview, what she accuses the company of, and what she's saying about Mark Zuckerberg. And later in the broadcast, Major League Baseball ratings are down on all fronts. The numbers are really startling. We're comparing this season's TV and attendance figures to 2019.
KIMT News 3 at 5. Your local news with KIMT News 3's Amy Fleming and George Mallet. Tracking storms with Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Aaron White. This is KIMT News 3. More local news that is happening now from your community. We are coverage you can count on.